Kia ora, I'm Luke, autistic, queer, creative, a bit tired, and still figuring life out. Many times I have tried to start a podcast. I do have one still floating around called Unmasking Luke. Now, though, I've decided to go in a slightly different direction. The messy life of a quiet zillennial. Messy life because who really has their life together? Quiet zillennial because well, mostly quiet, quite the introvert, introspective individual. Try saying that 3 times fast. Zillennial is an in between generation. I don't completely relate to millennials, but I also don't completely relate to Gen Z. So, this isn't a podcast for productivity hacks. It's for real talk about burnout, neurodivergence, healing, special interest, quiet joy, and whatever else is rattling around in my brain. It's my intention to post weekly or bi weekly here, depending on my energy. You can also find me on YouTube, where I post once a week, and TikTok, where it's 2 to 5 days. So, why did I start this podcast? So, the messy life of a quiet zillennial came around because I craved an honest space, somewhere I could express myself and I guess not be limited to what I could talk about. Because human beings, we have all these different parts of ourselves. Being autistic isn't all there is to me. It is a significant part of myself, but that's not just what defines me. I've often felt misunderstood or invisible in other parts of my life. I feel like I lacked a vision, and instead of feeling around the dark, I thought I would light my path. I also just wanted a slower, more thoughtful platform to talk things through. TikTok is quick. YouTube can feel like a performance, but here I just want to talk. No masks, no edits, no expectations, and this just helps to fulfill my creative needs as well. So, what can you expect from this podcast? Well, I'll be talking about the neurodivergent life, including autistic burnout, masking, sensory overload shutdowns, some history stuff like the origin of the term neurodiverse, because why not? I'll also dive into mental health like anxiety, depression, self doubt, rest, recovery. So maybe expect some possible triggering content. I'll talk about being queer, growing into my queerness. From the start, I want it to be known that I will speak up for queer lives. You can expect some creativity, some special interests, whether that's music or Golden Girls or writing, and just slow living or self acceptance, life outside the grind. Sometimes I'll plan topics, sometimes I'll just talk about what's been on my mind. I'm not here to be impressive. As a recovering people pleaser, that's not something I want to do. I'm just here to be real, to be me. So who is this podcast for? Are you someone who feels like they're too much or not enough? Are you a quiet creative, a neurodivergent person, or a queer person in their late 20s, early 30s? Of course, there is no age limit. Are you just someone who is trying to figure out what adulthood is meant to look like? Are you someone who wants a soft, non performative space? If you've ever felt out of place in loud spaces, welcome. This podcast is for you, and honestly, it's for me too. So, thank you so much for listening. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok. My username is either the Unmasked Path or the Quiet Zillennial. In my next episode, which is hopefully coming next week, if not then the week after, I will delve into special interests in general, why they keep me grounded, why they matter, and why I think they're sacred. Till next time, take care, be gentle with yourself, you're doing better than you think.